Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a sexologist based in Singapore and my company is called Eros Coaching. I want to talk a little bit today about sexual alchemy. What is that? First of all, what is alchemy? Alchemy is the situation that happens when a substance goes through a process and it becomes a totally different substance altogether. Say for instance, carbon under a lot of pressure becomes a diamond. So it goes through a transformation where it's permanent, where it's better, and it can't go back to what it used to be. So that's alchemy. In short, magic. There's some kind of magic that happens, there's some kind of transformation that happens. So sexual alchemy is when you use magic and transformation in the context of sexuality. So it's a little bit like chemistry. You put two compounds together and then they become a different compound. So in sexual alchemy, there are 3 steps to it. And I learned this from my supervisor and Tantra teacher called Laurie Handlers. She made it really simple to understand, and I want to share this with you today. The first step is to clear. You can't let in good things if you don't let go of the bad. So let go of the pain so that pleasure can come in. So the first step is to do clearing. So she has a lot of tools that she has shared in her book Sex and Happiness. And I also have learned over the years many different ways to do emotional clearing. So the first step is to do clearing. So clear all the bad stuff from your life so that you don't hold on to all this stress and tension and feel blocked and close to life. So clear, clear, clear. There are lots of things that you can do. For instance, sports is a good way in order to let go of stress and tension in our bodies. We are natural beings. We are meant and we were born to move, not stuck behind a computer all day and all night. That is just not healthy. So clearing tension in your body, even massages can be a good way. Clearing, for instance, being able to go out in nature, spending time with your friends. These are ways in which we are doing some kind of processing and clearing in a smaller way. So for instance, boxing can be a much bigger way of getting aggression out of your body. So the first step is clearing. Many different things that you can do when it comes to clearing. And I have this workshop called Awakening to Tantra, which actually also covers even more clearing techniques. And number two is to set a clear intention. If you're clear about what you want, then you're more likely to get it. Most of the time we don't get what we want because we don't really know what we want. We didn't really figure out, and then we kind of change our minds along the way, and then we ask ourselves why we don't get what we want, because we didn't boldly state what we want, and then halfway through it we change our minds, and then we ask ourselves, why didn't I get it? So be clear about what you do want, stick to it, give the universe, give yourself time for that item to manifest. So set a clear intention. So for instance, you do some clearing and you set intention. For this masturbation session, I'm going to send this sexual energy into this video. I'm going to set this sexual energy into this project, this workshop, this proposal. And what you're doing essentially is you're charging your project, your intent, your item with sexual energy. Sexual energy is life force energy. It's all good. It's energy. You are infusing it with your passion, with something that is a part of who you are, the essence of who you are, and it is beautiful. First one is clearing. The second step is clear intention, and the third one, as you begin to realize, is what I mentioned, to add orgasm. So by setting some kind of motion, action in motion, what you're doing is you are maybe charging yourselves up with sex. So what you can do is you can stimulate your genitals, you can start doing your pelvic floor exercises, you can move your body, and then you start feeling awakened, and you think of your intention, and then you send that energy to your intention. So what you're doing is you're charging it. And you'll be surprised that this is the way in which miracles can happen. What do you have to lose by not trying? One of the things some people who are skeptics, they can do is, instead of sending it to other places, to projects, to people, why not send it back to yourself first? So I have done this for myself. That's how I know it works. I masturbate, I get to a point where I say, okay, I'm going to send this energy, I'm going to send this energy, I'm going to send this energy back to me. And I allow myself to notice what it feels like when I masturbate and send the energy back to me, versus I just masturbate and then I don't really have any intention of where this sexual energy is going. So if you're interested in what I'm sharing and interested in sexual alchemy, interested in deepening your masturbation practice, in becoming a more sexual and more confident person with your sexuality, then maybe you also want to check out my book. I have a book called Orgasmic Yoga, and I have a Facebook group that goes with this book where we will be posting our experiences and supporting each other in that group. So if you get that book, you will have access also to the Facebook group, which is a secret group. So sign up for Orgasmic Yoga, check it out, and I hope you found this video useful because I just introduced to you the concept of sexual alchemy. So post your comment below, let me know how you feel, what you think. I'm more interested in the results that you get. And if you have any questions, if you're interested in working with me, I'm available via Skype. For instance, you can reach out to me at eroscoaching.com. So this has been Dr. Martha Tara Lee of Eros Coaching.